So I lost probably over $20,000 in the last 5 months, and I didn't know until today. So for those who don't know me, I'm Rossi. I'm an internist working in a small community hospital in Canada, and I also happen to be covering ICU there. As internists, we used to be able to double cover both ICU and internal medicine at the same time, which means seeing patients on the ward or in clinic while covering ICU. Since March, there have been some changes to the ICU billing codes, which now make it impossible for us to be paid as both an internist and an intensivist at the same time. Also, the old ICU billing codes that we used before have now been completely abolished. And I didn't know any of that until today, in August, when a dear colleague of mine brought it up to our attention. And probably shame on me for not double checking the pay stubs, but I never felt like I had to. And it did feel like the pays in the last few months were a bit less than they used to, but as someone who's grown up very middle class, I didn't think much of it and was just happy that the money was coming in. So what that means is that since March, most of the work that I did as an ICU doctor was volunteer work. And I know volunteering is nice and charitable, but when it's your livelihood that you're speaking of, it's a different story. The silver lining in that is that starting from now, my colleagues and I will completely stop double covering because it's just unimaginable to continue, and that will probably bring a better quality of life. And I've always said, and will keep on saying, that I'd be willing to take a pay cut for a better quality of life. I just always thought that it'd be a conscious, well thought out decision and not what feels like a slap in the face. And I'm also super grateful that this money that I've lost, I don't even know how much it is, and I don't want to know, it will be diluted over the next decades of my career and probably won't feel like much. But in this economy, it feels like a lot of money. So I learned a very, very expensive lesson today. And if this story helps just one person and reminds them to double check their pay stubs and read the dozens of emails that they get every day, well, at least it'll be worth something. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a better day than I am. Bye.